Hello, thanks for tuning in to the first of what I hope will be many video communications of me talking about the real estate market here in Asheville. My name is Jason Engel and I'm the managing broker here at the Buyers Agent of Asheville, and I have been compiling information on the real estate market for about 10 years now, and over the past 5 years we've been disseminating that information to our prospects via email. So this is the first of the series of videos that I'll be doing to talk a little more about the real estate market here in Asheville and what's going on and what you should look for. If you haven't already, you should take the time when you get a second to get a hard copy of the video or the market report. It is found in the link just under the video box on the email that I sent you. It looks something like this. We've been sending those out, like I said, for about 5 years, just profiling what goes on in a month-to-month basis here in Asheville in the market, and supplying those to our prospective clients. So this is something a little new. I wanted to be able to take some time to give you some analysis beyond just the numbers that we send out there, so that you have a good idea of what's going on from a real estate market standpoint. So just to kind of give you a synopsis of what's happening locally, is that actually right now there's, in November anyway, kind of a slow month in terms of we didn't really fall, we didn't really gain, and that's actually good news. So as we look at the market in November, not a lot of activity. We had about 155 homes that were sold here in Buncombe County. You know, that magic number that we're really looking for a healthy market is about 200 homes. Last year in November, we sold about 108 homes, and last year actually it was a horrible year in terms of what was going on, but that was right after the announcement of what was going on with the economy as a whole. So we expected that to be kind of a low water mark for us here in the Asheville market. You know, as we look forward into the winter, historically, wintertime here in Asheville is a really slow time, and people don't like to get out in the cold weather and look at homes, and so sellers normally pull their houses off the market, don't see a lot of activity at all, not a lot of inventory to look at, and it's everyone kind of goes into hibernation mode for the wintertime. So if you can look in the wintertime for a buyer, it's actually a good time, because those houses that are on the market are ones that really need to move and they really need to sell. What we're seeing this year is something a little bit different, and I'm going to highlight some opportunities in the market here in Asheville that are going on right now. What we're seeing right now is an unprecedented number of homes coming onto the market. Normally we see about 15 to 20 homes a day coming onto the market this time of year through the end of January. Well, right now, even over the past 3 days, we've seen 50, 57, 65 yesterday. So a lot of homes coming onto the market right now, and that's something that we normally don't see in the wintertime at all here. So for a buyer, what we're seeing is a lot of additional inventory. Now, realistically, there aren't a whole lot of buyers coming into the market right now for a lot of different reasons, and I can understand that. But there are opportunities with inventory that are coming in. So I'm going to pinpoint 3 really great opportunities if you are thinking about relocating to the Asheville area, or you're local and you're thinking about buying here. There are some good reasons to buy right now. Number 1, interest rates aren't going to get any lower than they are right now. As a matter of fact, I just closed a home day before yesterday with a first-time home buyer client that closed, I believe, at a 4.68. That was a 30-year fixed, and so they're not going to get any lower than that. As a matter of fact, I believe going through the winter time, probably leveling off in the spring, we're probably going to see interest rates get back up to about the 6% mark. So from an interest rate standpoint, there couldn't be a better time to go out and take a look at purchasing something. Second of all, as I just stated, the inventory in here is really starting to pile up on itself. We have 2 distinct markets happening right now. We have a market and price point below $300,000, and then we have a separate market with a price point above $300,000. Now, if you're in that below $300,000 price point, actually things are fairly brisk. As a matter of fact, about 80% of the market last month was done, the sold homes were done under the $300,000 mark. So there's a lot of activity going on there, but there's still a lot of inventory coming on. Above $300,000, where we're seeing a lot of new inventory coming onto the market, but there's no one there to buy it. So there are opportunities there to get great deals, certainly as we go into the winter, because as the inventory starts piling up, that equals good opportunities for buyers to get great deals. So you got great interest rates, inventory is starting to pick up, and thirdly, and in relation to the inventory starting to pick up, anytime the inventory starts to pick up in the way that it is right now, there are a lot of opportunities out there, meaning lots of choices for buyers, heavily a buyer's market for obvious reasons. Not to mention the fact that those people in this market here in Asheville that put their homes on the market in the wintertime are screaming, we have to sell. Normally, like I said, historically, people would pull their homes off the market in the wintertime, hold them until the spring. Now, if they're putting their market on the market, putting the home on the market here in the wintertime, they have got to sell. So, if you're sitting on the sidelines, you're determining whether or not this is going to be the right time to buy, and Asheville could be your place for you or may not be the place for you. This is a good time to start really delving into what's happening here locally with the market. I think we're starting to see some indications of sellers needing to sell and some good opportunities for buyers to get great deals down here. We've been doing this for about 10 years here in Asheville, and I've been analyzing the market for 10 years as well. On a monthly basis, we look at all the numbers and the things that are going on, and I can say that this is obviously the best time that I've seen for buyers in the market here. Interest rates are great, inventory is good, and actually over the winter time we've got better inventory than we've ever had. The homes that are on the market are actually quality homes, and they just need to be sold. Not to mention the fact that I believe as we look forward, this first-time homebuyer tax credit and now the step-up tax credit are going to play a part, probably not until January or February, but there's a good opportunity there. If you're a first-time home buyer, remember $8,000 for buying a home. If you're a step-up buyer buying a second home or a third home, $6,500. It doesn't sound like a whole lot of money for a lot of people, but $8,000 for a first-time home buyer is a lot of money to maybe furnish a new home. $6,500 for a step-up buyer is a living room suite or something like that. So there's some great opportunities out there in the market, and I would encourage you to kind of delve into what's going on here. I'm going to keep you posted with hard copies and emails, and hopefully more videos about what's going on here. If you have any questions about the local market here, please don't hesitate to give us a call. The profile of our normal prospective client is about 3 years out, so don't hesitate to give us a call when you're out. I appreciate you listening. Again, my name is Jason Engel. Thanks a lot.